So welcome to the breakout session with Crete Medical Center, and thank you for attending the Bryan Health Career Fair today. My name is Hope Bartles, and I am the Employment Specialist with Crete Area Medical Center. I have been with Bryan Health for almost 17 years now. A little history about Crete Area Medical Center. Bryan Health actually purchased a city-owned hospital and also a private practice in 2001. With this merger, the hospital and the clinic became Crete Area Medical Center, and a new facility was built in 2003. We offer inpatient and outpatient hospital services, as well as physician clinics located in Crete, Wilbur, and Friend. And Crete is just 25 minutes southwest of Lincoln. Today, you have the opportunity to hear from our Chief Nursing Officer, April Gaines. April, please get us started by talking a little bit about Crete Area Medical Center, how our acute nursing department works, and what you would like to share with us today.
Hello, my name is April Gaines. I'm the Chief Nursing Officer here at Crete Area Medical Center. I've been with Bryan for around 16 years now. I have been in various roles throughout Bryan, and I'll talk a little bit about that later on my journey to where I'm at now. Crete Area Medical Center is a 24-bed critical access hospital. Like Hope said, about 25 minutes west of Lincoln. We have an emergency department, an acute care, med-surg department. We do OB, labor and delivery, pediatrics. We just do a little bit of everything. We staff RNs, LPNs, and paramedics on our hospital side. One unique thing that we do, I know lots of nurses would like to know how we do scheduling. We do line schedules where the lines are 6 weeks and we repeat every 6 weeks. So that way you kind of know your schedule way in advance. We do every third weekends, and our schedules are 6:45 a.m. p.m. to 6:45 p.m. a.m. or 7:15, I'm sorry. Orientation for new graduates, we do about a 12-week orientation. We start out by orienting for the emergency department and the med-surg area. Let you kind of get comfortable with that. And then usually about after the first year, we start orienting to the labor and delivery OB area. For experienced nurses, we kind of adjust depending on what the experience level is. In the labor and delivery, we do about 80 to 90 deliveries a year. We have really a low C-section rate and a low epidural rate. We are in the process of renovating and building a new OB area, so that's kind of exciting. Emergency department, we do about 250 to 300 visits per month. So a pretty busy critical access hospital emergency department. We see anything and everything in there, traumas, cardiac, pediatrics, mental health. So definitely get a lot of experience in that area. So the culture on our unit, one thing that our team really says is the most rewarding for working at Crete Area Medical Center is that we really have a positive team-centered culture. So when we round with our team members, talk with our team members, one thing that the team always mentions is that everybody works so well together and they appreciate the teamwork. And really appreciate the variety of patients that you get to take care of. That's one really great thing about working in a rural area is you get the variety. So every day is different. One day you can come and the emergency room is really busy, and so you're working in that area, and the next day you can help deliver a baby or help take care of a pediatric patient or maybe even a hospice patient. So really every day is different. One thing, if we ask our team what's the best part of the day, the team would say that one thing, we really love to do food days at Crete. It's really like a family, and so everybody just kind of pitches in and every weekend crew has their menu for the weekend, so that's always kind of fun. And really, again, it's about getting to take care of the patients across the continuum of care. That's another favorite, is really getting that variety and getting to take care of like local patients, sometimes family members or maybe friends or anything in the local area. If we were to ask what a successful nurse looks like at Crete Area Medical Center, we would say definitely when oriented to all three areas, the acute care, the emergency room, the laboring OB portion, and we get to have all nurses be able to get certifications in ACLS, PALS, BLS, NRP, and TNCC. So that's advanced cardiac life support, pediatric advanced life support, the neonatal resuscitation, and trauma nurse core course. So that's kind of exciting that we are offering that to all of our nurses. One exciting thing that we have been working on in the past few years is really getting professional practice committees going. We have 4 choices of professional practice committees. We have the Employee Engagement and Recruitment Committee. We have the Practice Council. We have Orientation and Mentorship Team, and we have the Patient Experience Team. So we really encourage, once you get going in your new career, to join one of those teams, because that really gives you the opportunity to be involved in your work and in the team, and improving not only care for patients, but the experience for team members as well. And another thing that we would say what a successful nurse looks like, and this is really for anywhere, is just becoming a mentor for others. That's one thing to really just help the team and help for patient care. So if someone were to ask me any advice that I would give a new graduate, I would just say, just remember, you will learn more in your first year of nursing than you ever thought would be possible. So school always teaches you the good basics, a basic working knowledge. But when you get into the true career, you learn, you get your own flow, and you learn what's works best. There'll be times when you feel like maybe you're overwhelmed and how can you possibly learn all those things? But really, it takes a good solid year to become comfortable in the nursing profession. So it's kind of exciting to watch the new graduate nurses, because it really is, you can see when it really clicks for them, and it's just kind of fun to watch. So one thing that I would say that sets Bryan Health apart from any other organization is Bryan Health really values their employees, really invests in their employees. The culture at Bryan, you really feel the value. Bryan doesn't just say that they value employees, you can just really feel that. So that it's really a great place to work, a great place to start. So a little bit about my journey into leadership. I actually started at Crete as a brand new graduate nurse in 2004. What really drew me to Crete was the fact that you get to learn lots of areas of nursing, because I just didn't know what I wanted to specialize, or if I wanted to specialize. So it was exciting to be able to learn the med-surg piece, the emergency room piece, and then the labor and delivery piece. So after it was 2007, I wanted to do a little bit more labor and delivery. So I went to Bryan East Labor and Delivery and worked there for about 4 years in the high-risk labor and delivery area. I was then asked to come back in the acute care manager role at Crete Area Medical Center. So the end of 2010, I went back to CAMC and managed the acute care, emergency room, and labor and delivery departments. I then had the opportunity to open up a brand new unit on West Campus to North Progressive Care Trauma. So in 2016, I opened up that unit. And then in 2019, I had the opportunity to start back at Crete Area Medical Center in the Chief Nursing Officer role. So I've been doing this role since 2019. Absolutely love Crete Area Medical Center. It is a fabulous place for new grads to start, or someone that just really wants that variety. There are days where it's really fast paced. There are days when you can sit back and learn a little bit more. So really every day is a new day. So it's really, working through Bryan Health is really given me the opportunity to grow in my career, from starting as a brand new graduate to working into the Chief Nursing Officer role. I got my master's degree in 2018 through the UNMC. I'm currently in my doctorate degree through Nebraska Methodist. We'll be done with that early next year. So really, Bryan Health has been able to allow me to grow in that nursing role. So I am over most of the hospital side of nursing. Lori Bauman is our acute care nurse manager. She manages the acute care, emergency room, and labor and delivery departments. We do have openings on night shift there. Mitch Ebke, he is our surgery nurse manager. We do have one opening in the surgery department as well. So I would be happy to answer any questions that you have about Crete Area Medical Center, or either openings that we have.
I could share real quick, April, just kind of a little blurb from one of our current RN staff who does all three. Let me. Okay, so at this time, we would like to open up any questions that any of you may have for April or for us.
Hi, this is Hayla. I just have a general questions. Like, what is the patient? Nurse to patient ratio in all those areas in Crete?
Sure, this just depends on what we have on the floor. Our average daily census on the acute care side is about 2 to 3 patients total. We staff 3 to 4 nurses plus a paramedic on any given shift, but those nurses are responsible for acute care, emergency room, and labor and delivery. So those nurses would go in all areas wherever needed. I would say at most, our nurses take about a 3 to 1 patient ratio. Again, it just depends on what those patients are, or how many patients are on the floor. We say be prepared to take 4 to 1 ratio, but very rarely is that the case. It's usually a 2 or 3 patients, just because of our volume. But that being said, again, if your patients are doing okay and you're assigned to those patients on acute care, if the emergency room is busy, then you go over and help in the emergency room as necessary.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Okay, just a little bit about the medical staff that we have here at Crete Area Medical Center. We currently have 5 physicians, plus we have one more starting in August. And then we have 9 advanced practice providers, APRNs and PACs. We do serve the communities of Crete, Friend, and Wilbur in all of Saline County. We do have a large Hispanic population. So over 35% of the population in Crete and 23% of the population in Saline County is Hispanic. We are currently going through some expansions for our OR, our labor and delivery, and also in our clinic areas. April, do you want to share a little bit about what expansions we are doing to OR and labor and delivery?
Yes. So for our labor and delivery area, we are going to be building a new wing. So we will have a specific wing that will house our 2 labor and delivery rooms and 2 postpartum rooms, as well as our nursery. So that will be exciting to have that brand new area. And then our surgery currently is in the center of our building, and it is going to be moving towards one of our acute care wings. So we are going to be going to 11 beds on the med-surg area. We'll have 2 postpartum rooms and 2 labor and delivery rooms. And then our surgery area will be right off of the medical surgical area. The emergency room will remain as is, but over on the hospital side, the OB and the surgery will be brand new.
A little bit about the positions that we have open. Currently have full-time RN staff, night shift positions, and then the OR RN staff position is a day shift. It's generally Monday through Friday, but they do share call with other RNs in the team. I share some information about our total rewards package. It's medical, dental, vision, the option of flex spending and health savings account if you choose a high deductible plan. We have short-term, long-term disability at no cost to the employee. We have a great wellness program, an awesome paid time bank benefit, basic life insurance with options of purchasing additional life insurance if interested. We have 401k, and then you get that employer match right away, day 1, no waiting period for that. We have cafeteria discounts, an employee assistance program. We also have several convenience and discount services from local and national vendors. Anything else that anybody has any questions on, we'd be happy to answer. You can also type in the comments if you'd like, and we can have a recruiter get back with you at another time. Any questions at all, we would love to answer them.
I was just going to see if anyone wanted to introduce themselves, since we have a pretty small group, to just kind of talk a little bit about, why you're interested in Crete Area Medical Center, or, just tell us a little bit about you. Are you a new graduate? Have you been a nurse for a long time? If anyone's interested in doing that, we'd love to get to know you. Taylor, did you want to share any information?
Yeah, I'm still in school. I'll be graduating in May, so I'll be a brand new grad. I'll be a brand new nurse. So I just want to learn more about Crete, and I find it a very interesting place. I might end up working there.
Are you from this area?
I never been there like in the hospital, but I've been to Crete for several times. So, but yeah, I lived in Lincoln.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a nice community. I've lived here for 25 years, but I'm from Lincoln originally, and it's nice because you still get the convenience of Lincoln, but you get that small town community atmosphere in Crete too. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
And really, Crete is a great place to start as a new grad too, to get some great experience, just overall experience. Again, I started here as a new grad, and I would not have traded that for anything. It was absolutely great to get just a well-rounded knowledge base. And really, it's great because it gives you the ability and time to learn. Yes, we can be really busy at times, but then there's times where you have time to really to learn and grow as a new grad. And it's not so crazy busy that you're not able to really have time to take that knowledge in. So we have great preceptors. They take the preceptor class through Brian, so definitely trained in how to be a preceptor, and really love to be able to grow the new grads. It's just fun to watch.
Did anybody else want to introduce themselves? I can't see the name on, there's a phone number, but I can't see the name of that person.
I think one thing that I enjoy about Crete Area Medical Center is that we all know each other here. You not just get to know people in just your department, but you get to know employees across the hospital and the clinics as well. So it's a family, and I think that's why I come to work every day, is I just really enjoy the people that I work with, and I get to serve them. And I've also been on the patient side as well, and they do fabulous service. And also, being a small hospital, you also get to experience the big hospital organization of Brian. We have the same Brian benefits. We get to learn from Brian. You know, it's just knowledge across the board. Everybody works so well together. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else.
What kind of experience do you have?
Mainly ED. I've been working in the ER for the last 12 years of my career, so I've done a little bit of travel nursing also. Done a little bit of everything.
What appealed to you about, why did you choose this particular breakout session?
I'm sorry, I can't hardly hear you.
Oh, sorry. What made you pick Crete Area Medical Center as your breakout session to attend?
I've worked mainly in critical access hospitals, and I just like the small community feel of it all.
Wonderful. Well, we're glad that you decided to consider us, and it looks like we're going to be leaving our session soon, so we'll.
Yeah.
It was nice to meet you.
Yes.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Any other questions at all? No? Okay, well, we'll rejoin you back in the main session here shortly. Thank you for attending today.